EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's a beautiful sunny day here today. The temperature is just perfect. We should be in for a great game of cricket.
Hello all, welcome to my next game. We are playing Cricket 2002. I had a bit of a play with this beforehand, and it's not an easy game for me to play. I tried, so please be gentle. This entire game will be commentary-less, so hopefully you don't mind that. Yeah, so without further ado, just hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you at the end of the game.
Here we are at Calcutta for the one-day international. McGrath is to open the bowling for Australia. Stopped by Hayden. That was a no ball by McGrath. Well, the field is not going to cut that off. That's the first boundary for Pshyched. McGrath to bowl to Pshyched. Out. He's been caught.
Australia, an early wicket like that can be crucial. Now we'll see how the batting team respond.
Pshyched goes for only 4. That's in the air, but it's 4 runs. That's the first boundary for Hussain. That was a no ball by McGrath. Hussain waiting at the striker's end. It's straight to a fielder. 9 overs are left for England. Knight facing his first ball. Lee to Knight. That's too short. 4 runs. That's the first boundary for Knight. It's straight to a fielder. That's a good shot. He's timing the ball perfectly today.
That was a nicely timed shot. You don't need to smash the ball to the boundary every time.
That was an athletic stop by the keeper. I think he was easily back in the crease there. Stopped by Hayden. 8 overs are left in the innings.
The spinners can often slow the scoring rate, so now would be a good time to introduce them into the attack.
It's straight at Hayden. Knight facing. It's straight at Hayden. McGrath to bowl to Knight. It's straight at War. He didn't quite get hold of that one properly. Knight moves into double figures with those runs. McGrath to Hussain. He didn't quite get hold of that one properly. Lee to begin a new over. Stopped by Hayden. Lee at the start of his run-up. That was an athletic stop by the keeper. It's straight at War.
White.
Hussain facing. Knight is now on strike. One more to the extras column. It's straight at Hayden. Lee continues. There should be some runs here. Lee to bowl to Hussain. Six overs are left for England.
The captain shouldn't really use up all of his best bowlers' overs at such an early stage of the innings.
We're about to see the first bowling change. Hussain waiting at the striker's end. Hit straight to a fielder. The total is now 1 for 43. He's worked that into the gap. Hayden to Knight. Those runs will go down in the book as extras. There it goes. Over pitch and driven for 4. Hussain moves into double figures with those runs. That's speeding to the boundary. Magnificently cut away for 4 by Hussain.
That was a really good shot. He looks in top form out there.
The second wicket pair have moved their partnership on to 50. That was an athletic stop by the keeper. Knight waiting at the striker's end. That's a beautiful shot. He was onto that in a flash.
That was a good shot. He saw it early and got into position quickly.
Hayden to Knight. There it goes. That had 4 written all over it. That's the end of the 5th over. We're about to have a change of bowling with the leg spinner worn. He'll be aiming for that rough patch. That has to be close. Not out. That was a difficult decision for the umpire.
Yes, Richie, the ball hit the pads outside the line of the off stump. Not out, and a good decision.
Knight has now moved into the 20s. It's high in the air. Knight won't miss anything bowled 2 foot.
The bowler didn't do too much wrong there. It was just an excellent shot.
That's racing away for 4. He placed that superbly.
That was a gift for the batsman.
One more to the extras column. That's gone high in the air. That was a shot straight out of the coaching manual.
That was a beautiful front foot shot. The timing was spot on.
England have taken their total on to 1 for 81. Knight is now facing. It's straight to a fielder. That easily cleared the boundary.
Great strike. It looked like 6 the moment he struck it.
Cracking delivery from Vaughan.
Great ball that. Drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
Very smartly stumped by the keeper. Knight is finally out for 41.
The captain shouldn't really use up all of his best bowlers' overs at such an early stage of the innings.
4 overs are left in the innings. Hayden to begin a new over.
Waiting!
That was a no ball by Hayden. Hit straight to a fielder. Hayden at the start of his run-up.
Yes! Waiting!
He looked as if he was home to me. Out!
That was a lazy shot. He didn't get over it at all.
Stewart takes guard.
Waiting!
Stewart is off the mark. Well, that'll certainly beat the fielder into the fence. Hussain has now moved into the 20s. Hit straight at Bevan. We're going to see the leg spinner Warren. He'll be trying to pitch the ball into the rough. Warren at the start of his run-up. That's the first boundary for Stewart. That's a great shot. Looks in good form out there.
That was a good shot. He saw it early and got into position quickly.
Warren continues. That's 4 more. Stewart moves into double figures with those runs.
Yeah!
Super shot by Stewart.
Well played. He got into perfect position for that shot, head over the ball, weight going forward.
Warren continues. Stewart has now moved into the 20s. Warren continues. That's run away for 4. This batsman won't miss anything that's short.
For all the kids watching out there, that is a perfect example of how to play the shot.
Warren is back in the attack.
Yes.
That was athletic fielding by Harvey. Those runs will go down in the book as extras. Warren to bowl to Hussain. It's straight at McGrath. Hussain waiting at the striker's end.
Right.
It's straight at Ponting. 2 overs are left in the innings.
The spinners can often slow the scoring rate, so now would be a good time to introduce them into the attack.
We're going to see the off-spin of War. He'll be aiming for that rough patch. There it goes, right out of the ground. That easily cleared the boundary.
The fielder just watched it, going.
War to Stewart. That really was excellent timing.
A bit uppish, but safe enough, 4 runs.
It's in the air. These two have taken their partnership to 51. That'll just make it to the boundary. He looks in good form out there.
For all the kids watching out there, that is a perfect example of how to play the shot.
Waiting.
Stopped by Martin. That over cost 21 runs.
The spinners can often slow the scoring rate, so now would be a good time to introduce them into the attack.
Martin is coming into the attack for War. Oh,
An admirable attempt, but he should have held it. His captain doesn't look too pleased.
Run.
that's out of the ground. That was 6 all the way.
The fielder just watched it, going.
Waiting.
6. That came right off the middle of the bat.
He hardly seemed to hit it, but it's gone for 6.
That's gone high in the air. That's his half century, and it's taken him 17. Been a really good innings by Stewart.
He's looked in good form and needs to build on this now.
Stewart is now on strike. Just perfectly struck.
That was a nicely timed shot. You don't need to smash the ball to the boundary every time.
That's in the stands. 6 runs. That was a mighty hit.
He smashed that a long way. Great to watch for the neutral, but the bowler won't be too happy.
The innings has ended with the score at 175. Goff to begin a new spell, so they need 176 to win from 60 balls. Hit straight at Mullally. Racing away for 4. That's the first boundary for Hayden. Carrick to begin a new over. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. There's a mix-up with the batsman. Hit straight at Hussain.
No!
He's worked that into the gap. Pshyched just picks that up inside the rope. It was just a kitten's whisker away from the stumps. 8 overs are left in the innings. The The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. They have 8 overs to get, 170. Hit straight to a fielder. That's the first runs of the day for Ponting. He's worked that into the gap. Seven overs are left for Australia. Carrick to bowl the last of his allotted overs. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. Oh, and he's bowled him. That was a beautiful delivery.
Great bowling there, perhaps a bit of extra pace, and it went straight through him.
He's making his way back to the pavilion. Bevan awaits his first ball. Bevan is off the mark. Hit straight to a fielder. It's a
Well, that was a terrible run to take. He was miles out.
He's gone. First ball. That's rewarding for the bowler to see the stump spinning backwards. Martin facing his first ball. Martin is off the mark. 6 overs are left for Australia. England are about to make a change in the bowling. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. Hit straight to a fielder. 165 runs required. The batsman will have to run these.
Waiting!
Australia are 4 for 12. That's the end of the 5th over. England are making a change in the bowling. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here.
Waiting!
Not timed perfectly, but they've got some runs anyway. Trouble here. I think he was easily back in the crease there. He's worked that into the gap. That's a great shot. That's the first boundary for Devon. He's worked that into the gap. We're going to need the third umpire for this one. Mullally has got him. Mullally has struck for England. Gilchrist takes his place at the crease. Stopped by Thorpe. 4 overs are left in the innings.
Australia are not pacing themselves very well here. They will suffer later on unless they keep close to the required run rate.
The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. White is back in the attack. Those are the first runs for Gilchrist. Martin facing. Oh, that's close. Oh, the umpire shakes his head. It was a huge shout, but with no reward.
Well, Richie, that was missing leg stump in my view. Not out and a good decision.
Hit straight at Mullally. There's a mix-up with the batsman. That's the first runs of the day for Harvey. 3 overs are left in the innings.
Australia need to up the tempo a little here if they're to stay in contention.
Mullally to bowl the last of his allotted overs. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. That is very frustrating for the bowler. Harvey waiting at the striker's end. Stopped by... Oh, there's a mix-up with the batsman. Warren takes guard.
Yes.
Warren is off the mark. Martin facing.
Wait there. Yes.
Well played, but the fielder will cut that one off. That's well bowled by Maloney. We're about to see a change in the bowling. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here.
Wait there. Wait.
He's worked that into the gap.
Yes. No.
Well played, but the fielder will cut that one off.
Waiting.
Superb shot. Martin moves into double figures with those runs.
Wait.
That's too short, and it's been dispatched before. Picked up very early by Martin.
Great shot. That seemed to rocket to the boundary.
Martin is now facing. Confident appeal. Well, the umpire shakes his head. Really, that was nothing more than a hopeful shout by the fielding team. 12 runs came from that over. And we have a change of bowling. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here.
Wait.
Stopped by Ian. There's a mix-up with the batsman. In the air and gone.
That was a lazy shot. He didn't get over it at all.
McGrath takes his place at the crease. That has to be close.
No. No. Waiting.
So to sum up then, England win by 136 runs.
Well, that's it. That was Cricket 2002. I know it might have been a bit of a boring video. I do apologise for that, but I had to basically play through an entire match. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that. I sort of did, but it's not an easy game to play. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next game. So catch you then.